Today, we're gonna give you guys a tour of our bike shed that we just finished completely redesigning.
Hi team, I'm Sid.
And I'm Mackie.
For the past 6 years, we've been racing mountain bikes professionally.
And living out of our van.
On this channel, we're sharing those adventures with you.
All of them.
So hit subscribe and join the team.
Today, we're gonna give you guys a tour of our bike shed. As you can see, we haven't quite finished clearing everything out. There's like a little bit more to do, but the stuff in the shed is the stuff in the shed, so that is good.
What does that mean?
We're not putting any of that stuff in here. All right. Man, how do we wanna show everybody this?
Start on one side and go around.
All right,
so
we'll start on this side. This is the side that we have used the most recently because when we want to ride, come in here, grab a helmet. These are all on the Helmetor helmet hooks, which work really well because you can just pop your helmet on them, lets them dry out nicely. And then, you know, sunscreen and tools and sunglasses and gloves, like all the stuff that you just want to walk in and grab and stick in your pocket or throw on. And then down here are little tool hooks.
We were really excited to find these, actually.
Yeah, and Sid had the brilliant idea of using them as shoe hooks, and they work so well.
So, if you guys saw our last video, you saw that we had to make lots of decisions about how to hang up these bikes. We're really, really pleased with what we came up with. And sorry about the like random weird noises. We have a moth infestation in Mexico right now. It's actually insane. There's like thousands of moths everywhere. It's gross. Anyway, we decided to put 2 road bikes here because it would have been really hard to fit 2 mountain bikes in this little space. And usually when we're here in New Mexico, we are riding road bikes because that's the easiest way to ride from the house. So they're super accessible. These bikes over here are a little less accessible, but still, actually, we can get to any one of them at any point.
Slide out of the way. Slide out of the way.
And now I can get this one out too.
And then, yeah, so you can just pull them out super duper easily that way.
We're using the Feedback Sports Velo hinges. That's why we're able to have everything lean flat like this, because the hooks hinge, which is really awesome. It gives us an extra at least 2 or 3 feet, I think.
And we had lots of people say like, why don't you hang them like alternate right side up and upside down, and why don't you twist the handlebars every time you put them up? And we were like, our goal is to have this many bikes. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then spots for 5 over here. So a total of 12 spots for bikes that are easy to get to.
We also didn't, as you can tell, like we didn't really have space here to stagger them. A lot of people suggested that as well,
yeah.
But that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I mean, our wheels are basically touching the top.
And the bottom.
And the bottom.
Because we got so many comments about this, it's worth addressing. You really don't want to hang bikes with hydraulic disc brakes upside down. Even hung up like this, like you'll have to pump your front brake. So if you're hanging it fully upside down, then both of your brakes are below the thingy.
The levers.
The levers are below the calipers.
Yeah.
This is also like the optimum way to hang suspension. At least that's how I understand it.
Yeah, because then all the oil that's in the lowers slides up and keeps your seal and O-ring nicely lubricated.
So this is why you'll see like EWS racing on a cold day, everyone will hold their bikes like this before the start of the stage to try to get that oil to like start flowing down. So if you have issues with your suspension when it's cold, consider hanging your bikes like this.
The rip row in the corner, and I actually did a rip row workout in here yesterday, and it was pretty awesome because I just set up the rip row right here, and it was raining outside, and I set up my computer right there, and it was nice and cool, and yeah, it was good rip rowing.
In general, I think this is going to be an awesome workout space in the winter. Right now we've been doing our workouts outside, but we've got a trainer under there, which we'll get to in a second, and we have power now, so.
And we have a nice floor. We haven't talked about our floor. Rubber.
Here's a moth.
Rubber mat, and there's a dead moth.
Get out of here, we're trying to do a tour.
Because we do have to make sure that we fit other people's things in our shed as well, because this isn't technically our house. We have the snowshoes stored there. We're planning to have skis. You can see up here, there's like these bars, so we're gonna have skis stored up on the ceiling so they're out of the way. This is the shelf of essentially random things. A lot of it is car stuff. You can see there's like oil changing stuff, there's extra fluids, there's rope. We've got our moto stuff on here, like spare moto handlebars in case we bend any. Speakers that we pulled out of the van when we put our new Boss audio system in there. And then moto boots.
Jack stands.
And yeah, jack stands on the top. Those are ski bags. So we
Mackie
basically
does like most of our maintenance on the van.
I do. It's true.
So we
try to
kind of
do
have to have a lot of this
pretty
stuff.
much everything I can. A hitch receiver for the rock melon. That's going to be
Stay
happening
tuned.
sometime soon. All right. Then this side obviously is our stuff. These are spare parts. We have a lot of spare parts because we ride our bikes hard. We have to replace things that wear out. You know, there are a lot of consumables on bikes: tires, brake pads, rotors, drivetrain, all that kind of stuff. And then just spare parts for if we smash things, which we try not to do, but it happens. So yeah, so spare parts here. We've got them all really nicely organized, so we know where everything
We're
is.
so happy about.
It's amazing.
It also sort of brought us to our attention like what we didn't need, so we were able to get rid of, to sell some things.
Yeah,
so
which
that's
is
always
awesome.
good. So we try not to be hoarders. I know it looks like maybe that's not the case, but. So every shop needs like some bulk storage.
Dum dum dum
Some
dum.
things we've got down here. We've got our bike travel bags. These just take up a lot of space, but they're really nice bags and we really want to keep them, but we didn't want them sitting like in the middle of the shed.
Yeah.
We've also got our indoor trainer down here, so in the winter we'll be able to pull that out and do trainer workouts inside. We have a trash can.
Whoa.
We're extremely excited about the trash can.
I mean, yes. Yes, we are.
I don't know why.
Well, because we've never had a space that we could like, I don't know, work on stuff and throw away packaging and like it, you know. As you've seen in our bike building videos, there's always just trash all over the floor at all times.
Also got the shop vac under here, which shop vacs are great.
And it needed a place to live.
So up here we've got basically all our sort of electronic things, and as you can see we've got a block here that has USB plugs. We've got more outlets here if we need that. So this is where keeping all of our head units. So the stages dash, and also heart rate monitors and stuff, because usually I feel like every time we ride it's like, where's the heart rate monitor? Run around looking for it, and now it has a spot. And I'm actually kind of excited that this was a last minute addition. We made a little paper towel roller.
But it's really nice.
Super handy.
Now we get to the workbench in our workspace, which we're excited about. First of all, I'm gonna flip on a light. Ta-da!
Yeah. It's hard to. It's kind of hard to see how good this light is because it's so bright.
Even in this amount of brightness, you can tell.
It's super nice.
We put it right here so that it lights up like from here back, and when you're here, you don't see it because it's not like up here and shining in your eyes or anything. All right, one thing that I'm really excited about our tool, and Sid laughs at me, but she knows it's really cool.
It's really nerdy, but it is cool.
Wait for it.
Waiting.
There we go.
It's pretty awesome. We're gonna have a disco party.
This is pretty much all the stuff that comes in the Feedback Sports Elite Toolkit. So, you know, we have things like bottom bracket and center lock tool, and actually these are really cool. This is a chain whip, but it's not a whip. It's like clampers. So
I know it looks way less annoying. We haven't used it yet, but I'm kind of upset. You used it already?
It was awesome. Feedback sports scale, so we can actually wear our bicycles. You know, lots of little pouch or lots of little container things, so we can have like ferrules and cable ends and, you know, rim tape and basically everything. Like it's so nice to have all the tools accessible and here, and like, I'm just like, gee, I need to adjust my brake. I'll just grab this tool and go adjust my brake, and
yeah.
We've just never had that before. Before, everything was in our little toolbox.
And you have to dig.
Which is wonderful because everything fits in it. But yeah, you're like, where's that thing that's down at the bottom? And you know, I especially love the T-handle wrenches from Feedback Sports. They feel nice, they have a nice weight, and I think you can actually like get to things.
So I think one of the things we're super excited about is how much, moth. Just got dive bombed by a moth. How much space we have. So you want to show how what we do when we're working on bikes in here.
To work on bikes, we will simply bust out our Feedback Sports stand.
We've already done a couple small projects in here and it's been really awesome.
And then throw a bike in, and then you can have the bike, you know, right here, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna grab this and work on the bike, or like lay out the tools on the table, or the parts on the table, or if we need to access parts. So it's really nice just having the like ability to move back and forth. And then we can come over here and flip that down. So this is one of the Feedback Sports Velo wall posts. Here, I'll just pull a bike out to show.
Yeah, and this is sort of, we put this here as sort of the like pre-ride. You need to adjust your derailleur or put some chain lube on.
Yeah.
You can do that without setting up the stand.
Throw the bike here and, you know, do the chain lube and wipe things down. The stool came from Nepal, I think.
Yeah.
My mom brought it back, but yeah, being able to like work on
mountain
stuff.
bike tire as the bottom.
It does have a bike tire.
Oh, there's another moth. It's on theme.
Yeah, so being able to have one bike here and one bike here and work on both of them at the same time, I think is going to make our lives a lot easier.
So I'm just going to talk briefly about the light switch cover, because people were like,
oh,
did
yeah.
you paint the light switch covers? We didn't. This is a thing in New Mexico. Like this is, everyone in New Mexico has these in their house. And obviously they're more expensive than normal light switch covers, so we just got them for the ones that are visible all the time, but they make me really happy.
And they're really cool.
They're really fun. Okay, so this is a spare wheels, airliners. Super handy, because I feel like our wheels in the past have suffered by being shoved into wheel bags and not stuffed in the corner. So this is a much better way to store wheels. This is full of tires. Okay, so then we decided to put a water cooler in here because we are in the desert. It gets very dry when you're up working on projects all day. If you forgot to bring water, it's really easy to like not drink water all day.
Which is bad.
Which is bad in New Mexico. So I got some cups up here. Even got some drink mix. Let us know in the comments if you recognize the sticker. We had to, it wasn't a sponsor correct water cooler, so we had to fix it. So we're super excited to finally have an air compressor. One of our most watched videos on this channel is how to set up your tires tubeless without an air compressor. But now we have an air compressor.
And it's awesome.
And yeah, while one can definitely set up one's tires without an air compressor, it's still pretty nice to have one.
Yeah, it's just let me get that guy out of here because that noise is very annoying.
We don't seem to have any mice or rats in here though. We haven't seen any droppings, so that's really good. And I think we're just gonna have to live with the moths because they're literally everywhere right now.
So it's not a fancy air compressor setup, it's just like a simple plug-in air compressor from Slime that we connected to a 5-gallon air tank also from Slime. And then on Amazon I bought like an air kit that had that thing, and then I bought this one separately and put a nice Redesigned head on it. But you know, it's got a pressure gauge on it that is actually seems to be accurate to within like 1 psi, and then multiple other heads to like blow up tubeless if you take the valve core out. And we just actually fixed one of the car tires yesterday using that guy because I just blew this up, detached the hose, took it outside, and then like filled up the car tire. Yeah, I'm excited about the air compressor, can you tell? Then we have our unicycle, which is actually my little youngest brother's unicycle, and we've played on it just the tiniest little bit, and we might have a video of trying to learn how to unicycle, because we're not any good at it, it turns out.
Well, we might be better now. The first time we tried, Mackie's brother, because he rode it when he was like 10, he had cut the seat down, so it was like way too short.
It was, yeah, so we ordered a seat post on Amazon for $7.
Yeah, now we're gonna try again.
Now we'll try again. And we have some of the stuff that goes in our van normally, like our solar panel and water and moto gas. Like, we figured nice to just have this inside, out of the way. And then, yeah, so we can still access these bikes. So, you know,
we can put 5 there, but with 3, it's super nice and roomy, so.
And with 5, I think what we'll do is it'll just be like 1, 2, 3, and then the other 2 will just be sticking out. It won't be a perfect system, but honestly, this whole space is kind of wasted space anyway because there's this step. So it doesn't matter that, you know, we can't, like, nobody wants to hang out here either way.
No, for sure.
So it doesn't matter if there's bikes.
Also, I think we generally won't have 12 bikes. This is sort of a special situation.
It's true. Coming soon. I think, we've mounted GoPro mounts for our sessions
so we
around.
Do time lapses and maybe live streams. We haven't figured out the Wi-Fi situation, so
we have a Wi-Fi extender or extender coming today, and so we're gonna try to figure out like where to plug it in so that it gives us Wi-Fi up here, because you get it, but it's
not good
kind of hit or miss.
We need your guys' help. We don't have a name yet. I don't think we can keep calling it like the Shed. And we're hoping that Hanta Hut is no longer relevant. So let us know in the comments, what should the name of our shed/workshop be? If you haven't been following along the past few weeks, we do very detailed videos on this whole build out. And we are thinking of doing in the future like a 10-minute video that kind of takes you from start to finish how we converted this kind of disgusting rat-infested shed into this. So if that's something you'd be interested in seeing, is like seeing that all condensed down, let us know, and we will catch you next time. In the meantime, don't forget to be more awesome.